Hello guys, this is gonna be my first YouTube video, and in this video I'm gonna present the CDJ DIY project. I will try to document everything and how the project was made. Firstly, let's go for the 3D model design. I've used this software Fusion 360, which is for free for personal uses. And it's important for the first step, you create a new component. So in this project I'm gonna show you the timeline for this model that was already ready, but we can show the timeline step by step. Starting from the beginning, we have here the size of the CDJ, which is 250 per 150. That's actually the limit size for my 3D printer, which is an Elegoo Centauri Carbon. And here I'm doing the first base model of the case, and here I'm gonna start adding the other components. First the button, and then the roller potentiometer, and here I start positioning them on the placing them in the position I want. And on this step I'm gonna show what were the electronic devices and the wirings used for this project. Here we also can see the lead developed for it. And here we can see the displacement of the main electronic components. The first is the Arduino Pro Micro with USB-C port. As well as the Arduino, we also have the ADC 16 ports for analog reading. This is gonna read the rotary potentiometers and also the linear potentiometers analog signals and send it to the Arduino. The second one is the same logic as a digital port, digital I/O pin expander. This is for reading the digital signals from the buttons and also the encoders. And this way we can use less ports in the Arduino, or we can connect more peripherals using less ports in the Arduino. And here we go for the wiring. First I started with the signal wiring, which is the signal for the sensors. In green we now have the pull-up wirings coming just after the pull-up resistors. And here we have the red wiring as the 5 volts VCC. Here we have the white wirings as also being signals, but the ports connected to the Arduino pins. And at the end we have the black wiring, which is a bit hard to see here right now, but it's the ground wire as standard use. And in this part I'm just showing some other improvements, such as cutting the holes in the lead for the buttons, and also just some final adjustments before the first trial. In this step, I'm started importing the 3D models in Orca Slicer for making the 3D prints. And here we have a tiny example of my 3D printer camera, internal camera, recording the printing of the jogging wheels. So in this step, I'm gonna show how to flash the firmware in the device. First, I'm using this in VS Code. So first you have to open the CDJ firmware folder in VS Code, and we are gonna use a tool called Platform.io. For opening and using this tool, you have to download it install it in your VS Code as an extension. So you have to click on extensions and search for Platform.io, and you click on install. So after installing Platform.io, it's automatically gonna be able to detect your project in the repository because of that platform.io.ini file we have there. And this one is the main CPP code, so it's basically the main code of the firmware. And down the bottom we can see a button that I just clicked. It's the upload, which is flashing to the firmware, and we can see that we had 100% of flashed. So now we open the mix software and we have to import the files of our controller. Here I already have the files, but you have to import the mix mapping files. These two files, you just paste it, and then you have to restart the mix software, such as I've done now. And everything now is working, and we can start with a brief clip showing the usage.